Great to see you guys. Oh, man. So, yesterday we had the founding of the Safavid Empire under Shah Ismail. And then we talked about their epic defeat at Calderon, where they realized, hey, yes, maybe they thought guns weren't manly, but they sure were good at killing men. And they realized maybe we should probably use it as opposed to just getting slaughtered next time. We're only going to talk about two rulers for the Safavids. Their founder, because it has to start somewhere, and then like their one good ruler, Shah Abbas. You see, after Ismail died, the rulers were bad. They liked to party. They were very good at losing wars. The empire is like practically crumbling, and like Shah Abbas comes in, and by the grace of God, he actually has like common sense and a good brain, and says, "We are going to fix this thing." So he becomes the greatest Safavid Shah that we'll have for the entire period. Like I said, we're literally going to talk about the founder and one good ruler here. Now, what does Abbas do? Besides having an incredible hat, and we're glad he kept the tradition, maybe the guys after Ismail just didn't have the hats. That could be why they weren't successful. He says, we need to copy the Ottoman style. So he reforms the government to be like the Ottoman government. Remember, one of the things that made the Ottoman government strong was the fact that they promoted based on merit. They said, hey, Mikhail is really smart and hardworking. Maybe he should be working for the government instead of some, rich guy who doesn't know anything. So they reform the government. They wind up going and having it so that they start promoting based on merit. They get rid of the corrupt officials. He then says, if we want to win some wars, we need to start getting some modern military technology. So he starts developing and having gunpowder weapons, which is going to be a big deal because we know, especially after Calderon, if your side does not have guns, your side is probably not going to win. They do another thing that copies the Ottomans too. You're going to see that, like, say, Abbas, wow, he just completely copied the Ottomans. He did. And guess what? They were super successful because they completely copied the Ottomans. They copy even the Janissary system, where they go and they capture young children, they make them slaves, they give them the best education possible, they give them the best military technology, and they become great, awesome soldiers. And we're going to see under Abbas, we're going to have military gains being made. Whereas rulers prior to him, after Ismail kept on losing territory, he's going to regain it all back. He's going to take land from the Ottomans, he's going to take land from the Uzbeks. So extremely successful. And plus, check out like his coat of arms. It's got like a fire-breathing, like either wolf or dragon there. I mean, that's pretty sweet. So another thing Shah Abbas is going to do is he is going to go and make the city of Isfahan even bigger, even greater, even more awesome. So Isfahan, we're going to see a picture right here. This is an artist's rendition of Isfahan after Abbas right here has gone and improved upon the city. We see it's humongous. Now, we know that a lot of Persia is arid, dry, but we're going to see they're going to have tons of plants and trees and fountains in this arid land. And here's what it looks like today. Isn't it pretty? You've got all of this greenery, so you can get some shade. You got some water fountains back here. You have this beautiful architecture within the mountains in the background. It's just absolutely delightful. Here we see another view. Sorry, the resolution is a little bit low, and someone is like calling me, and there we go. See, my phone knew it was spam, but my computer was like, answer it. No way. Got my favorite 6B class going on right now. All right, here we see some mosques. We see the domes, much like we saw with the Ottomans. We see the beautiful inlays, the intricacies. So we see similar things to what we saw with the Mughals and with the Ottomans, just similar architecture. Lots of octagons, lots of squares, always having symmetry. Here we have some Arabic going and made beautifully. The inside of the dome, we see the floral designs, once again, symmetry, geometric patterns. It's awesome. So Abbas really creates a golden age for the Safavids. One of the things he's going to do is he's going to bring up Chinese people who made porcelain and help the Safavids improve their pottery styles. It won't still be as sought after as the Chinese porcelain, but it will wind up becoming a very popular product. Like we see their architecture, we had all the arches, we had the gardens in the middle, we saw the colorful tiles, the domes, the mosques, all that kind of stuff. And Abbas is really going to help. Yes, I love that. Definitely. Good job. We're going to see that Abbas is going to help the economy tons. He's going to get people building and creating. And one of the things that's going to become incredibly popular, incredibly important, is the Persian rug. And I've been thinking, Mr. Kenny, why are you bringing up rugs? Well, I can guarantee all of you have stepped on Persian rugs. Maybe not legit Persian rugs, maybe copies. I know in my mom's house, there are like, oh, I don't even know how many rugs she has that are Persian style rugs. In my own home, I have a Persian style rug, a runner style. And I had another one before, but we got rid of it in the move. And I bet you when you see these rugs, you're going to say, hey, we have these too. So guess what? Abbas makes that a popular thing. And in the next slide, I'm going to show you the pictures of the rugs. And trust me, you guys are all going to recognize them. And he's going to go make the Safavid Empire a powerful Muslim civilization, a powerful Islamic center of trade. Going to be pretty cool. Because really, they were kind of a joke before Abbas. But so here, how many people have seen carpets like that? Couple shaking their head. I guarantee you. Now, they don't have to be the exact same colors or the exact same design, but the idea, you have like sometimes you have like the frilly end with like the little tassel-y thingies. Then you've got the border, and then you've got the inside of the geometric shapes. Yeah, that's a Persian style rug. Happens under the Safavid Empire. Yeah, not everybody has them, but you might have, your grandma might have them, or you've been to places with them. In fact, right now, all the rugs are out of the classrooms at school because we're not allowed to have rugs in the building because of COVID now. And so you'll see some of the teachers even had Persian style rugs in there. Yeah, they're super common. They're super popular. It's like when you picture a rug, it's often one of the things that you think. Very cool. All right. So now we are going to end the Safavids. So I know we hardly knew ye, but you know, most of it was modern history anyways. So one of the things, they did tons of trade. After Abbas, though, they start making bad trades. It reminds me of when I was a little bit younger than you and I collected Marvel cards. My favorite were the different X-Men series. And I remember I had a green hologram Incredible Hulk card. And I was so happy because hologram cards were so rare and so nice. It was foil. It was pretty. It was the Incredible Hulk. And some kids on my bus were like, we'll give you like these 20 cards for it. And I'm like, wow, 20 cards for one? I took it. And of course, like, they were all like duplicates of like easy ones to get. I never got another hologram again. I was so bummed out. But yeah, they did the same thing. They made bad trades. They gave their gold and silver away. Well, they got other things. And when you run out of gold and silver, that's bad for your economy because often gold and silver is what you make your coins out of. It's what you base your currency off of. Yeah, problematic. Also, they had a lot of bad rulers. Like I said, we talked about 2 rulers for an empire that lasted like 250 years. But yet we could only name 2 rulers for them because most of the rulers wanted to party. You know, they're like, oh, well, I'm rich and powerful. Let's party hardy. Oh, sir, you should be governing the people. You know, we need law. No, I'm partying hard. Yeah, that was the Safavids, unfortunately. And then to mention, not only did they have bad rulers, not only did they get rid of all their money, but they had people who wanted their land. The Afghans in the north are going, attacking, taking land. The Russians in the northeast are attacking, taking their land. I mean, they've got the Ottomans right next to them going, fighting them. You know, and they're constantly under attack, And eventually they get worn out, and a Afghan army will capture Isfahan and end it officially. But really, the Safavid Empire had been in decline since Shah Abbas. And I know it was just 2 days. We hardly knew ye Safavids, but au revoir, you're gone. We're heading to Africa. So I'm going to stop recording here, and